Okay, welcome back. Last time we had our final duel with Yami Marek on Fire Mountain, and today we can go into the penultimate duel of the main game against Shadi in the Sealed Sanctuary. A shrine holding an ancient dragon. The power of the 8 attributes is strong here, but the area is growing unstable. Okay, off we go. To be totally honest, if you asked me at the start of the game, hey, who do you think the second last opponent in a Yu-Gi-Oh game would be? Yeah, Shadi would never cross my mind as a, yeah, this is going to be the second last opponent in the game type opponent.
To be able to duel you again, I can sense a greater force at work.
Is that so?
I will put you to the final test. Let us see if you can pass it. Prepare yourself, Yugi.
It's time to duel, Shadi!
But yeah, like, Shadi's always the kind of, like, harbinger character. Like, he turns up when, like, a big dramatic thing relating to, like, ancient times and destiny and stuff's gonna happen. But, like, as a second last opponent? I don't know, he feels a little out of place. Anyway, so he has a dark symbol with dark, 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 fire, dark, thunder, thunder. Okay, so he has 4 dark monsters, 2 thunders, and a fire. Good to know, good to know. Oh, I have 999 points to work with here. Okay, so I'll bring Thousand Dragon. I can't bring Fire Yarrow because it was destroyed in the previous duel. But I'll bring... I will bring... Blast Juggler. I think this needs to be level 5 and Two-Headed King Rex level 4 to feed them. I quickly checked. I think that's how it is. So I'll leave those. I have those. I'll bring my Ancient Tree just for the bit at this point. I'll bring my Penguin Knight. I will bring... did I add Blast Juggler? Yes, I did. Okay. I'll bring Dark Magician. Actually, no, I won't bring Dark Magician. I'll bring Tri-Horned Dragon, just because I like my dragons. And, realistically, I should bring Barrel Dragon. Barrel Dragon would be the play. But I'll leave it. I will bring... Do I have an Earth monster on me yet? I don't think I do. So I will bring King Tiger Wang Hu, because I haven't used him for a little while. I'll bring Electric Lizard, and I have 95 points left. You know what? No, I won't bring Mr. Horseman. I'll bring... Honestly, I might as well just bring Skelangel, even though the map is very heavily favoured for dark monsters. The map may be heavily favoured for dark monsters, but Skelangel is already a level 5 monster for me. So, yeah, I think we should be okay. Now I can only hope that I didn't get just terrible monster placements. Because, obviously, if I have ones that can move horizontal... If I have ones that move on, like, the X and the Y axis, that should be fine. But ones that move diagonally can be a bit of a problem. Okay, so I'll summon out my Blast Juggler turn 1. I'll start with Blast Juggler, Penguin Knight, Ancient Tree of Enlightenment, and do I have anything else I can summon? I don't think I do. Well, Skelangel costs exactly 50, so I'll summon out Skelangel as well, and now we can get on the move. Let's see what Shadi has.
You are not only facing me, but also strategies honed throughout millenniums of history.
I'm pretty sure Odeon said basically the same thing, and that didn't go too well for him. Okay, so... Okay, that's a Kuribo. So he has Kuribo, Needle Ball, and the other thing looked like a kind of bull demon thing.
Here I
It's just going from the horns, so I assume that's Ushioni. That is indeed Ushioni. Ushioni was a card, like, Ushioni is another one of those monsters that's like, yeah, I thought the card was super cool. What do you mean I never had the card? Because it was... Actually, what? Which booster set was Ushioni even in? Was it in any of them? I genuinely don't know. Although, to be honest, I'm pretty sure... Was it a fusion monster? I don't actually remember. I don't actually remember. All I know for certain is I never had Ushioni, and it was one of those cards that I thought was super cool, but it kind of got just kind of stuck in forbidden memories, and I never got to use it. Okay, so no idea what that could be. No real idea on what that could be. That's a Mega Thunderball. Okay. Don't know why he's moving off to the corner, but okay. So, you know what? I won't investigate. I won't investigate what he just summoned. I'll just run with it and see what happens. Will this be a horrible decision on my part? Oh, almost certainly. Almost certainly. I'm amazingly good at making very bad decisions. I mean, to be fair, my decision-making in this playthrough has been pretty consistently bad, so, yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised if I messed this up somehow. Okay, so I summoned out my Tri-Horned Dragon. Obviously, it's not my most powerful monster, but hey, hopefully we can get some use out of it. Okay, his other monsters are on the go, and that other Thunder monster, I assume, must be his kind of main thing, because realistically, he wouldn't just leave it otherwise. Like, he would have summoned it if it was... If it wasn't his big main monster, I assume he would have summoned it. Okay, so I can't get Blast Juggler in range to hit Ushioni. Good to know. Honestly, just having the... Like, this one pillar is kind of messing with my entire setup here. Not exactly ideal for me, but hey, we'll manage. And if nothing else, I know that my King Tiger has very good movement. King Tiger Wanghu has really good movement, so I think we should be okay. Now then, I don't know how many turns is until the kind of stage gimmick happens though, so we'll see. On the plus side, I don't currently seem to be in any real danger, so if he wants to move his monsters closer, be my guest. Okay, you know what? That's maybe a little bit too close for comfort, but okay. Okay, so, that's the dragon having now come out. If I move this all the way, if I drag this out, we can see it. Can I? There we go. There's the dragon. It will now kind of, like, attack either down the middle or onto one side, if I recall correctly. And that is fantastic. And we can do 302 damage. So I can get 302 damage out there, so what I'll do is I'll move forward with my Penguin Knight, and I'll get a hit in for 82 damage. Actually, is that dragon... Okay, I know that it's probably meant to just be a dragon, but given when this game came out, is this meant to be like Critias or Timaeus? I'll be honest, I don't really remember what Critias and Timaeus look like. I know that Hermos was like the kind of red one. Oh, and that was the one that Joey had. And then... Which one was... I think Critias was the one that Kaiba had, and then and then Yuki had Timaeus? I don't actually remember. So this is where I kind of just pull back the curtain a bit. I never actually finished the original Yu-Gi-Oh anime. I got about half... I want to say I got about halfway through the Seal of Orichalcos stuff, and then I just kind of stopped. I don't know, I feel like the Seal of Orichalcos arc was really kind of just dumb. I don't know. Look, I'm gonna be real, just for a second. I don't like the Seal of Orichalcos arc. I always thought it was super stupid.
Ah, I can't lose any more of my forces.
That was literally your first monster, buddy, but okay. Yeah, my thing with the Seal of Orichalcos arc is I never understood why that one seemed to be kind of considered okay, but the Virtual World arc wasn't.
Not bad. Not
Like,
bad at all.
I'll be honest, the Virtual World arc, I like that one. Is it at a very weird and inconvenient time? Oh, absolutely. Like, it's in between Battle City Finals and the Battle City Finals. Like,
I still have a chance.
and I think it's a good arc put at a bad time, if that makes sense. Because I enjoy that arc. I think it's a really good one. It's a good, fun watch. And also, okay, I think it might just be I like the Deckmaster rule. I think the Deckmaster rule is kind of fun. Even though, like, half the opponents in it are absolutely, like... Even if half the opponents in it are absolutely on their absolute A-game for cheating. I think Penguin and Knight may be okay to stay here and get a hit in. I kind of hope Penguin Knight is safe here, mostly just because, realistically, I don't want to lose something if I can avoid it. Also, if I can just move over to here, Blast Juggler can get another kill. Blast Juggler can get a second kill on the board. I'm now starting to think maybe I should have brought Two-Headed King Rex with me into this duel. Actually, given how much EXP I just gained from that, never mind. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think maybe I should have brought Two-Headed King Rex into this duel, so I could get Blast Juggler to level up. Like, Blast Juggler would be able to... Oh, okay, Penguin Knight's gonna miss the final duel. So I'd be able to get Blast Juggler a level up, have it retreat, fuse them together, and then just immediately get Cybersaurus and have that available for the final duel. But, hey, that's on me, I misplayed. I don't have a legitimate excuse, I just misplayed. Okay, the dragon hits in the middle. So I assume anything on the red cat. Huh.
Every move is another step in achieving my future.
I was gonna say, it looked like it kind of just shocked in the middle, so maybe anything on the red carpet would have taken damage. Maybe it's because they were both Thunder monsters. I feel like that kinda makes sense as an explanation. And of course, Blast Juggler is just a teensy little bit out of range to hit anything. So let's just move on forward and get an attack in. Honestly, that does more damage than I thought it would. Although, to be fair, that is a Thunder monster attacking another Thunder monster. And Thunder monsters are just glass cannon monsters. Now then, let's move this tree forward. We'll move the tree forward, we'll move the Tri-Horned Dragon forward, not too far forward, but we will move forward. And I'll move Skelangel forward as well. Thousand Dragon, honestly, probably just annihilates anything in this duel, so I feel okay just kind of keeping it at the back for now. You know, like, just let my other monsters have their fun. Okay, Terra the Terrible annihilates Electric Lizard. Electric Lizard is not going to see the final duel. Sorry, Electric Lizard. I feel like I've brought Electric Lizard in a good few duels, and it's gotten destroyed in all of them. But hey, you know what? Tri-Horned Dragon should be okay. Tri-Horned Dragon probably going to be able to secure a kill there. And... well, we'll just see what else can happen on this turn. So, Blast Juggler, can I get this in range to attack Terra the Terrible? I can get in range, but can I secure the kill? We can... Hang on, wait, I can secure the kill, but if I do, does this kill me? It can move 2, attack 1. So I'd move to here. I think Blast Juggler is safe to move forward here. Because Typhoon 2 would be able to jump to where Terra the Terrible currently is. So I can jump forward, attack, destroy Terra the Terrible. We get a little chunk of EXP there. And I can move my Ancient Tree forward, just because I can. And I can move the Tri-Horned Dragon forward. And that can destroy Mega Thunderball. Honestly, it's kind of funny, but also a little bit sad seeing seeing monsters in this game because they're so far away from where they are in the TCG. Like, in the TCG, Trihorn's Dragon has, like, 2850 attack points, and Mega Thunderball has, like, 750. That is a massive gap. But no, in here, they don't seem too far apart.
Can all my strategies be so powerless?
Okay, I think maybe saying that they're pretty close is probably underselling them a bit, but still, like, I don't know, I feel like the general scaling of monsters in this game is maybe a little bit bizarre to me. Although at the same time, maybe I just don't understand it properly. I've just realized that those lights have changed. So are fire monsters gaining a boost now, or are earth monsters getting a boost or something? Okay. What did that do? Okay, did 40 damage. But only to that Typhoon too. Is Blast Juggler able to get in range? Blast Juggler does not seem to be able to get in range, and he only... Oh wait, he still has Needle Ball. Needle Ball is kind of like tucked away in the corner there. Okay, yeah, I think Blast Juggler's role in this duel is probably just about over. That can jump to there. So what I can do is I can move Trihorn's Dragon forward, I can move Blast Juggler back, and now I can move Skelengel forward to cover a bit more range, and now I can finally get King Tiger Wanghu on the move. And Thousand Dragon is kind of just, yeah, keeping me company, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna be, if I'm being totally honest, I wanted to bring Thousand Dragon because because every time I've had access to it, I've always brought it with me. But also, I don't want to risk it being destroyed. I do not want to go into the final duel without access to my Trihorn's Dragon. It's kind of been one of my main monsters for the entire game. Sorry, my Thousand Dragon. It's been one of my main monsters for so long, I don't want to risk losing it right at the end, and have it miss out on the final duel. So maybe honestly, I probably just shouldn't have brought it to this duel in the first place. But, you know, that's hindsight. However, you know what, I might as well move it forward. Because regardless of boosts or not, danger or not, it is still one of my most powerful monsters. Actually, outside of Fire Yarrow, it is my most powerful monster. Well, oh wow, Skelengel survives that! I did not think Skelengel would live that. I mean, pop off, Skelengel, let's go. Okay, so there is Thunder Dragon. It's still weird seeing... It's still so weird to me seeing Thunder Dragon being its own monster, and then Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon being a recolor of Two-Mouth Dark Ruler. Like, that's always been weird to me. I know that a lot of early... I know that the early TCG did make a lot of cards. Like, I know that early in the TCG there was a good few monsters that were just like, hey, we needed more cards, so we recolored this one. But that's always kind of been a little bit strange to me. Like, Typhoon and Typhoon 2, perfect example. Because Typhoon 1 is just yellow, Typhoon 2 is basically the same thing but in red. Speaking of red, I assume this means fire monsters may be more powerful now. Well, not that it makes much difference, because I still can't get in range, but still. If I move my Ancient Tree there, it probably just gets obliterated by Typhoon, so let's leave that. I can move... Okay, so what I need to do here... I can't just have those kind of hop over each other, which is a bit of a problem. But what I can do is have my Skelengel jump back, my King Tiger jump forward, and get an attack in. And my King Tiger can get an attack in on the Thunder Dragon. So that's good damage we get there. So we get good damage there.
That almost felt like a desperate attack.
The idea of Shadi being the one saying, that almost seemed like a desperate attack, Brother, you have 2 monsters left, and one of them is a Needle Ball that hasn't done anything for like 12 turns. And with that, Tri-Horned Dragon hits level 2. I don't know if I'm going to bring Tri-Horned Dragon to the final duel, but hey, we'll see how things go. Wait, did I destroy the Needle Ball? Where is it? Is it just off in the corner somewhere, hoping that I'd forget about it? He just passed his turn. Is it still on? Yeah, it is still on the board. Has he moved this thing into a position where he can't move it anywhere else? What's happened here? Like, Shadi, is everything okay, buddy? Okay, so if I move King Tiger forward 1 more tile, we're safe. Scoundrel should be okay. Scoundrel should be okay regardless, even though we took a fair chunk of damage. And my Tri-Horned Dragon, if I hop that forward 1 more tile, we should be okay. I feel pretty confident in saying that, oh no, wait, he can move. He can indeed move forward and try to get in range. And unfortunately for him, he's been bamboozled. And that's right down the middle. Everything on that red carpet's going to get hit here. I assume. Okay, that's 40 damage. So everyone will survive. All of my monsters will survive, but we're taking a little bit too much damage. Like, all my monsters survive, but we're taking a bit more damage than I would like. However, he's completely played himself. He's completely played himself into my plan here. Because now, I can move Blast Juggler forward and one-shot Needle Ball. And I just want to double-check one more thing. Because my 1000 Dragon can hop on forward and one-shot Tyhoon too. This duel's done. Okay, so Blast Juggler can hop on forward and throw, just throw the alley-oop, and there goes Needle Ball. Needle Ball is now destroyed. Boom, there goes that. And he has 1 monster left, and now it's time for my 1000 Dragon to just kind of, fly in, pick up some scraps, and finish off this duel.
This will finish you.
Okay, so that is Shadi dealt with, and we only have 1 duel in the main game left.
I will admit, that was incredible, Yugi.
So we lost 1 monster there? No, we lost 2. We lost Penguin Knight and Electric Lizard. But hey, otherwise, I'd call that a pretty successful duel.
Yugi, you have overcome my test. You have completely defeated me.
Shadi.
I cannot wait to duel you again in the future. Until then, farewell.
Goodbye.
Okay, so... Oh, and 1000 Dragon gets another level up. Gets to hit level 8 just in time for the final duel. It might even hit level 9 in that final duel. And I think I don't remember, but hey, I'll be able to find that out very soon. Okay, we get 56 experience. And it's onto all of our survivors. So Blast Juggler hits level 5. Scoundrel hits level 6. King Tiger Wang, who hits level 5. Ancient Tree Enlightenment hits level 3. And I can take 3 monsters, so I will take Thunder Dragon, Tyhoon 2, and Ushioni. Because they are very clearly kind of his main monsters, and hey, I'm not going to complain about getting potentially another fire monster going into the final duel where, I'm the guy who has the fire symbol here. So let's quickly save our game in slot number 24, and end off today's episode here, because next time we're going into the final duel in the game, because, King Coliseum duel number 5, duel number 25, is the final one for the main story, and, I mean, realistically, you already know who it's going to be against, but I'm going to end off today's episode here. Yeah, Pokemon will continue on Monday, where we should be starting up the post-game. I haven't recorded those episodes yet. I don't know if I lost. I might have. Who knows? As of the time of this episode going up, that's in the past. So, anyway, I'm going to end off today's episode here. Yeah, and next week, we will be finishing off Capsule Monster Coliseum. So as always, feel free to leave a comment or click any buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I'll hopefully see you all next time for what may be the finale of Capsule Monster Coliseum. Or I might have a bonus episode or two, I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Anyway, okay, thanks for watching, later.